What's good, everyone? It's your boy Dubs, and yes, y'all already know what time it is. I'm back at it with another banger. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button as we are getting close to our goal of 17k subs. Hit the bell icon, switch to all so you don't miss out on any more content. Smash the like button as always. If this video gets to 20 likes, I will drop the jump shot video this week because I know everybody's been needing the jumper. But today we're gonna have a little throwback content in a sense where we just gonna sit back and kick it, talk about some things within the community like we used to. So if this is your type of video, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's go ahead and get into our conversation. So the conversation for today is about where 2K25 stands right now within the community and what my honest opinions and thoughts are on the game. So pretty much all around the community right now is a mixed bag of nuts.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Pause. Pause. I know how y'all get down that conversation. Everybody's been talking about how the game is either really great and has super potential, or they're on the exact opposite and they said this game sucks and it's going to die. Where do I sit between the two? I'm gonna cut straight to the meat and potatoes. I'm more on the left than I am the right. I'm more positive than I am negative. That's my personality IRL. So that's my personality online and when it comes to gaming. Now, let's talk about some good things going on with 2K25. I love the rep system. The fact that there's something to grind for all year and they're constantly throwing events with different reps and stuff like that at us, humongous W. I love the rep rewards. I love how they have all that set up. When it comes to the season pass and have the badge elevators and things like that, that's also W. You're giving us something that is going to actually benefit our builds, something that we invested money into, and the fact that you get those badge elevators and they can send your badges up 2 levels and then later on in the year it'll be 3 levels is insane to think about, because by the end of the year, if you stick with your build, it's really going to pay off because you'll have like a demigod essentially running around the place. Which I think is fine. People have the badge, people understand how the game works by then. I'm all cool with it, and it's going to be interesting to see how people play the game towards the end of the year. More positives that come to the game is I actually enjoy the way that they have the city set up. Everything is so compact that you can get to anywhere lickety split. You're not traveling through a big city anymore. I played 21 next gen, so trust me, I enjoy having this smaller city in this smaller compact environment.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I love the fact that it seems like people are engaging more. Like when I go into games, and I played everything pretty much with random so far. Rec and Proving Grounds and even the theater. People have their mics on, people are talking, people are communicating, which is really dope to see. Yeah, you still got your toxic kids and you got your adults with screaming babies in the background, but for the most part, everything is still cool. Some more things I like about the game. I enjoy the My Team side of things. I love how the way they rebrand My Team. I love how they have the 3v3 on the high-rise courts like that. Like, that's dope. Some other things I enjoy about 25 is just the overall skill gap and having to learn something new. I know shooting has been a struggle for everybody. If you've been in my live streams, which I live stream every single day over on Twitch, link is in the description. For the first couple of days, I was more than 50. I was shaky. I was shaky as heck, shooting 30, 40%, struggling day in and day out, trying to figure out how I'm going to eventually be able to shoot, because if you know something about me, you know I'm a shooter. I'm a shoot all the time. The last 4 years in 2K, I've dropped like 120 points in the rec. I've dropped 60 points in the rec with randoms. I shoot at a very, very high level. Whether it's park or even if you go into my team, you played against me last year, you'll see I put up like 20 to 33s a game. I don't give a dang about getting on that rim. I'm letting that ball go in, you feel me? So I enjoy that there's a skill gap and there's an understanding, and it makes you kind of take a step back and realize this year you have to let animations play out. The timing is completely different. Like, I enjoy that part, believe it or not. Through all the tears and everything, it always feels good to come out on the other side and be like, all right, now I just had a game where I went, 7 of 10 from 3 or 7 of 11 from 3. And, I got my team to dub, because this year, if you can shoot and you can rebound at a high level, like a rebounding center or like a pure sharp, if you can do those and have those 2 things on your team, you win dang near about every single game. Because if you're shooting at a high level, Obviously you're making threes while people are dunking because that's what people feel comfortable with this year so far. And then if you got to rebound the center when you do miss, obviously they get in the boards. That gives you more shot opportunities. That's the recipe for success. So I do enjoy the shooting aspect of the game, but I have to give some light to the negative side, and this is where a good chunk of the people in the community are starting to kind of levitate and gravitate towards. So people are complaining about shooting in general, and I can understand it. I'm very empathetic that, you know, if you played 2K the last few years, they made shooting really easy in those 2Ks, and you were 50 pretty much with your eyeballs closed. Like if you knew your shot, you could literally go like this and just push green. Or somebody said, you're wide open, shoot, you could literally go and not even have to look at the screen and know exactly when to time it. And so I get that there is frustration because people are like, okay, I spend thousands upon thousands of hours in all these other 2Ks, and I get into this game and I'm shooting 30%. I got a 95 3 ball, I'm shooting 40%. What is going on? And so I completely understand that part. People are complaining about the passing lane steals. Now, quite honestly, when it comes to passing lane steals, I get about 5 to 6 to 7 of them a game, and that's in rec and improving grounds. So amongst casual to comp modes, I'm still getting the same amount of lane steals. So I do think that some of it is user error. I think it's IQ. People are trying to make passes out of necessity instead of passing when it's accessible to them. So instead of saying to themselves, hey, I'm on a fast break, buddy's on my left hand side, and I got, you know, one defender right here on my right hand side, I should pass it. There's a lot of people trying to go with contact dunks and pull up middies, and I'm just like, bro, just pass the ball. But then when they want to pass you the ball is when there's 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They just dribbled out the whole clock, or they gave it to everybody else but you, get to the paint, throw it out to you and say, shoot it. Like, yeah, I've been sitting there on an island for 20 seconds out of the shot clock, and now you throw me the ball. So it's like, you know, I can understand that shooting gets people rattled very, very easy in this community. Passing lanes get people very, very rattled in this community. And for good reason. You know, from a casual perspective, no one wants to get off of work or, you know, try to disconnect themselves from whatever's going on in their real life, get on the game and just suck. Like, nobody wants to play any game and just be hot garbage. We're in a weird spot when it comes to gaming that there really is no casual gaming. Like, the casual gamer wants to be the person that they see on Twitch, the person that they see in YouTube videos, the person that they see on TikTok going viral. They want to be them, but they don't want to have to put in that type of work to get to there. And so it's like, as a gaming company, 2K, this is why I said, you know, in the higher up parts, there's certain decisions that regardless of what you do, someone is either going to hate you or love you. That is the society that we live in. So there's nothing that they can do that is going to make both sides completely happy. One thing that I can say is that I feel like if you complain but you don't give an actual solution to the problem, then you're literally just complaining. Like, there is a such thing as constructive criticism. But if you're just going to criticize and don't have a solution to what you're saying that actually makes sense and that's logical, then you're doing nothing but complaining. You're literally spitting into the wind. And when it hits you back in the face, you get even more upset. So it's like, I see people who will say, well, maybe if they nerf pass lane steals, but then they gotta buff on-ball steals in. And I'm like, okay, so if you nerf on-ball steals while passing lanes are completely nerfed, but they're just tweaked a little bit, all you're gonna have is a lock pressing from one side, since everybody this year has made either a small guard, a big body lockdown, or some type of a dumb shooting center, which record randoms will be coming soon. You guys will see what I'm talking about when I say there's centers out here that have no rebounding and no interior defense and still expect to get stuff. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. So when you have those type of lineups, what you end up running into eventually is the fact that, like, a lockdown will come up and they're gonna press, and then if there's buffed on-ball steals, all that's gonna happen is either A, they're gonna rip you then, or B, when they miss, you're gonna throw the lane and someone's gonna come by and slip anyways, which is already kind of what's happening right now as we speak. So I don't think steals need to be buffed. I think passing lane steals can be touched just ever so slightly, because there are certain animations in the game where, like, if my guy is down in the paint and, you know, drive and kick. Got dude jumping in the air, right? And there's someone who's like 5, 6, 7 feet away. Unless that lock is in between me, who has the ball, and my guy right here, I think like the lock should get the steal every time. That's a good passing lane steal. But it's the animations where, you know, you'll have a lock right here who's pretty much helping the center stop you at the rim. So then you go, okay, I must be wide open right behind me back here. And you throw the pass, and then the lock gets an animation where he's like here, and he's back here within under like a second. And it's like, okay, he's not sprinting there. The animation is literally pulling him, because then the animation is like, he'll grab it one hand and turn back around and the camera rotates and he's gone. So it's like, those ones I don't think need to be in the game unless you're talking about a pure lockdown with like legend interceptor. I don't think nobody should be getting no animations where it takes them from one spot to another by them pushing square. That defeats the point of running. That defeats the point of timing. That literally is just saying, hey, I have a long wingspan and a high steal, and since the ball is in my general perimeter, I can just push square and I'll let whatever happens. That needs to go. I think another thing that needs to be fixed with the game, though, quite honestly, my biggest gripe on this game is the fact that you can get an on-ball steal and the ball just like, your player starts fumbling with the ball as if they're like playing hot potato, like oh. And then the person that you just stole the ball from literally just turns around and picks the ball up. It's like, okay, there's no workhorses here, and there's nothing that will gravitate my player or give him more speed to go pick up that loose ball. Why can I pluck you and you don't get punished for it? On-ball steals rarely happen anyways, but I pluck you and you just pick up the ball and you start fumbling. But see, those types of things I feel like can be tweaked. Those type of things can be tuned up. Somebody can make it so that the success rate of on-ball steals are a lot higher than what they are now. People can make it so that offensive rebounding is tuned down to a bit, so that way it's not always going straight to the on-ball or the offensive player, because then now we have 10 shots in one possession because Buddy has 99 offensive rebound. Like, I get it. He should have that advantage, but to get as much as it's happening now, I can see where that could be toned down just a tad bit too. But the things that I'm saying are a lot easier said than done. And that's what I feel like a lot of people's frustration is when it comes to the game. They think that if they make a video, if they complain about something, that 2K has the ability to literally go in, clock in, push the space bar, and then their patch is dropped and it fixes all their issues. No. And I'm not going to go into the logistics of it. If you want, there's people who on YouTube have talked about how patches in all video games work and what that whole process is like. So if you want to learn that information, go ahead. But it's extending, or it's, how should I say this? It is a very long process to be able to go ahead and even drop a patch, let alone get it right the very, very first time without breaking something else in the game. So with understanding that, like I said, I'm empathetic towards both sides. I understand where everyone's coming from, but the remedy to this solution is literally just letting things play out. Once again, this game has only been out for a week. It is a week as of today, September 11th. It has been 1 week since NBA 2K25 has been out. And there's people who are already tucked. There's people already saying the game's trash. There's people already saying, I'm not playing this. There's people who's like, let's boycott, let's do this, let's do that. And that's always the most popular thing to say. And to move from a gameplay conversation, I want to talk to all my content creators who are coming up or who legit have 1 sub, 2 subs, 100 subs, and they want to do something with this game, okay? Hear me out. Lock in with me. It's super important that you stay true to yourself. Sounds like an old cliche, sounds real corny, but it's the truth. Stay true to yourself. If you are having fun on this game, there will be endless content for you to make on this game. You know why? Because the simplest things that you know how to do, somebody else doesn't know how to do. So if there's a person who don't know how to shoot, you could teach someone how to shoot. And next thing you know, that one video can change your whole life. It could be somebody who, you know, you may enjoy playing in the rec a lot. You may make a whole series, rec with randoms throughout the whole year. Different builds, different situations, different gameplays, different people that you're interacting with. And that's entertainment for a lot of people, okay? There may be someone who's like, you know what? I don't even like this. I like playing my career. There's people who make My Career series and are successful. You can be successful in anything you want to do. You're going to have to put in the work. But most importantly, you're going to have to keep good people around you. Keep people around you that have your head in the right place, that are telling you, you can do this. Telling you like, hey, yeah, you had a bad game. You might get, roasted by the crew. But at the end of the day, the crew is like, no, we got you. Let's go ahead and run another one. I know you got time. Let's get another one. You're going to make shots this game. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. You need to have people around you that want to see you go and have their foot on the gas pedal as well. If you are watching people who are feeding you negativity, if you're watching people who are just like, man, this is trash. Man, this is garbage. Guess what? Certain people are at a point in their life where content creation wise, they're making money. They could say that the wall is green and the sky is yellow right now, and they're still going to get paid just the same. But for you coming up, if you try to hop on a band or you try to hop on a wave and say like, oh, the game is trash, it's only going to take you so far. It might get you views in the immediate because there's so much gravitation towards the game right now that anything that literally will spark in the algorithm, game's trash, game's dead, those types of things are going to get views because it's so new, right? Not too many people have done it, and once it starts to gain traction, it'll get even more views. But it's only going to last for so long, and you only going to kill your own joy, because as sure as you think that the game is dead, there's 100,000 other people who are playing the game that would beg to differ. You know what I mean? And so if you want to be successful in content creation long term, you got to keep good people around you and find what you love about the game and keep doing it. I believe in you. If you ever need any help, you need some guidance, look me up over on Twitter or on Twitch or on Instagram or on TikTok. Get in the comment section. Let me know. I'm always here for you guys. I'm always willing to listen. When it comes to 2K25, I'm having fun with the game. I finally found a shot that works well for me. So like I said, get the video to 20 likes. I'll drop the jump shot video later on this week. And hey man, like I said, at the end of the day, do what you love to do. If you hate this game down to its core, I'm not the one to tell you that you shouldn't hate it. I'm not the one to tell you that you are wrong for feeling the way that you feel. But at the end of the day, what I will tell you is that the game is fun. The game is new. They gave us everything that we asked for. They may say like I'm sounding like a 2K shell at this point, but no, I'm just being real with what's going on. And yeah, 2K is not perfect. There's some things that they mess up on, but for what is built right now as a core, like the foundation of this game, it's fun. It's perfect for me. It's giving me a chance to learn different things. It should give you a chance to learn different things. And you know what? At the end of the day, if all else fails, maybe it's about you trying to figure out some other way to play the game, some way that brings fun to you. Rather it's instead of being a guard all the time and having the stress of scoring, why don't you go make a lock and get to spamming people, the people who've been putting you in a jacket, that have been making you rage and all this other stuff. Make a lock. Go crazy. If you're tired of seeing people dunk all the time, maybe you should go make a build that can dunk all the time. Go get you 20 points off of dunks and then go in someone's face. Like, do things differently before you end up saying that the game is trash altogether. Because I promise you'll have fun playing the game. But hey, that's all I got for y'all today. If you guys enjoy this type of throwback content where we just sitting back, chilling, y'all know y'all got y'all drink, y'all got y'all food, we vibing now. Make sure to go ahead and hit that sub button for me if you're new. Hit the bell icon. Make sure to switch to all so you don't miss out on any more content. Smash the like button as always. 20 likes. Drop the jump shot video this week. If you want to catch me live stream, I do live stream every single day over on Twitch. Link will be down in the description. Because until later on, y'all, you can definitely catch me on the live stream. It's been your boy Dubs, and I love you guys as always. I hope nothing but blessings come your way and blessings for you this year. Until later, y'all. It's been fun. Peace.